Hello, guys. Welcome to Gospel Reactions once again. Thank you so much for always liking, sharing, subscribing, of course, telling your friends about what we do right here at Gospel TV. We love and appreciate you guys so much. Please keep doing what you do for us. Support, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell them everything we do right here, and tell them to please, support this channel. We love and appreciate you guys so much. Big Lala, of course, is very much in the building. Yes, is in the building. This building is in this building, this virtual building today. And of course, we have quite something really interesting. A lot of people have been talking, but in a bit, the comical way. BillBoard Hot 100, this week, Big Lala, and last week as well, has a new entry. We've got Future, we've got Drake, and also we've got the one and only Big Tems, on that one. And it is another, Hot 100 appearance for Tems. People have been talking, but why are people not talking about the music this time? Drake, Future has been tagging Tems on Twitter consistently, and I just say, oh more, the Future. No be three baby mama with 3 children or what, So people have been talking, say, oh, you know what, make it end for that tag, we don't want anything at all. Please, Tems, or your side, Future. Of course, that is just for social media. What do you think about the song itself and that Tems's, contribution to it?
Tems' contribution or Future go borrow, maybe you don't pay. Pay Tems Future money or something. Go borrow a sample. So you pay and just react and all that.
Waiting,
I think
waiting man go do that.
I mean, he could have easily just got her. Well, I mean, he loved the song. He loved the song,
Yeah.
and he decided to sample it. And the result is what the result is. I mean,
Yeah.
who else but American artists can have this sort of magic or trick
Yeah.
getting on the Billboard 100 and debuting at number one. If not for the biggest of American artists.
Yeah.
For us as Nigerians, it's a proud moment because they sampled Tems, and whether you like it or not, it's a sample, but it's featuring Tems.
Yeah.
And Tems did become the first Afrobeat, well, how would you put it? In Afrobeat, I mean, the first Afrobeat or African or Nigerian musician to debut at number one, not to hit number one, to debut. She did debut at number one as a featured artist on that song, which is something massive for her. It's just that Tems does not know how to, is it blow a trumpet, I would say, or even engage our fan base the more. You get these are the kind of things that other fan bases, if they see their Lord and Master do, they multiply the impact of it, and everybody feels it. Even if it's something normal, people hear it. But Tems is just so quiet that we don't. I don't know, the people in the business, the music guys, they see it, but who gets the general music public to spread this message, propagate it, magnify it, and everything? It's the fan base. She needs to work her fan base really well. Song, I'm not going to come here and lie. Song is a decent song. It's not my type of music. I'm not going to lie. I'm not built for those kind of song, but it's a quality record, and they are loving it. Tems has a special effect that she's having on the American people, and this feature with feature, this feature with feature is going to do really wonders for her because feature has carried a matter for head. Is spread that gospel across his fan base, continuous tagging, continuous pushing of this record, and giving Tems the entire credit. A lot more people are now open. I mean, Tems by herself without feature is already making major moves in that regard in the UK and in the US. You'll be surprised. That girl is getting gigs. That girl is getting major streams of that part of the world. It's dope. She's doing way better than a lot of people. Way better. So the only reason people are not, I mean, noticing the same thing we'll say about people like CK, people like and the rest. They are not working their fan base. It's going to take them time to build their fan base to that level anyway, but they need to work their fan base to make sure that these things are being magnified. They have to be magnified.
When you talked about Afrobeat artist debut and everything, is it different from what WIZKID did with One Dance with Drake, number one?
Yeah, with Drake, it wasn't a debut at number one. Peaked at number one. But with Tems, it debuted, and that means the first time it appeared on the charts, it appeared at number one.
Number one.
So that's the difference, and that's what people have been saying.
Yeah, but it's quite the Nigerian media, for quite a lot of them have been saying Tems actually, first Nigerian artist to to get to number one. If it was debut, it would have been a different story. I think the use of English, actually, maybe cost one or two things. But yeah, that's by the way. Tems with this one debuting at number one Billboard Hot 100 is a major thing. What exactly would you call Tems now? A global star or a like we said with WIZKID then, at the time, I know we discussed this. Would you say Tems has arrived as a global star, or she's still on her way?
Well, depends on how you look at it. Especially if you're putting Nigeria in the context. Her popularity in Nigeria, of course, she's known, but she's not as known as any other of the top A or even some B-list artists. You get, in terms of the world, I would say in the UK and the US, she's turning out to be a major player. I won't say a major star yet because you have to get to a certain level. She's on the way, and she's being regarded by all these A stars. And she has to put in the work, which I think she's doing at the moment. But she's getting so much cosign from the artist over there. You get, so which is a good thing. Global star, it's still a long way yet. She hasn't gotten there yet. She's on a journey, and she's doing really good. She's doing really well. I think with time she do it. With time.
Okay. We have quite a lot of reactions over this one, and is it funny that a lot of them are coming from WIZKID FC with the with that comment yet again that all this wouldn't have been possible without Essence by WIZKID.
You know what? If we're going to be honest, if I say anything, it will look like I want to batter this, but I don't want the smoke. If we're going to be honest, there's something constant every of this thing. What's the constant every other thing? Tems has a special sound. Tems has a special input in every of these songs that she has appeared on, whether you like it or not.
Including Essence.
Do well, but the FC are so hell bent of giving Wiz all the credit and not remembering that there's actually somebody else who had done really well, who had also had the input, who had one of the most catchy parts of that record, who sang it. They don't want to give her some of the credits. WIZKID use his influence, use his platform, use everything to get Tems out there, which is fine, which is all good. But Tems came correct. Tems delivered, and her delivery is what made. I won't say it's not the major reason. It's a joint work between her and Wiz. But her delivery was so good that people noticed her on the record. If she was so nonsense on that record, the likes of Adele, the likes of Rihanna, the likes of these other guys will not pay attention to Tems, whether we like it or not. So please give Tems a credit and stop trying to drag her down. I think FC are fond of this thing of if it's not Wiz, it's not anybody else. So that needs to stop. Give people their credit. Let them move. Nobody's even putting the conversation of it's because of Wiz is happening. Please give that conversation. She's doing well. You want to support her? Please just support her and say, "Oh, that's good. Your debut are number one." Everything does not have to be a threat against WIZKID. We know Wiz is undoubtedly number one in the past year or thereabouts, right? But please, you can't be dragging him down with other people and every now and then. So you just give people credit and let them go. Wiz cannot be number one forever. Wiz cannot always be the savior of everybody forever, whether you like it or not. It's hard to do. They need to listen. I beg.
So this new, feat by Tems has nothing to do with WIZKID.
Which one? The feat?
The new achievement has nothing to do with WIZKID.
The song that featured. Say WIZKID did the song. How is that one got? Exactly, it's a personal record. No, I don't understand. So why must they want to drag Wiz into this? It's not Wiz's record. People Feature heard that song and he loved it, decided to sample it. What has Wiz got to do with it? I mean, there you go.
Anyways, yeah, we talked about Tems, not of course she's still on her way to being that global star and all of that. Do you think she just might have the same sort of impact that Wiz has had in the US? In maybe a few months or in a few years time.
I think so. I really do think so because the rate at which she's growing, the rate at which she's progressing is it's out of this world. Only perhaps you say Wiz and the other guys, David, Ghana, had had that sort of what's it called growth, but she's having it and it's really good
Mm,
for her. She's like I said, she's making really good impacts,
yeah,
and we should all be glad. We should all be happy. I mean, this is a lady making this so much impact. She's
yeah.
not going for. I want to say something, but you look like I'm throwing shots. She's been noticed by the top of the top, the top of the top of the crop. Yeah. If we're even going to say anything with about this future song, if you want to thank anybody, first go and thank Drake. Go and thank Drake first
Mm,
before you say you want to go and thank Drake because Drake put her on his album, and
mm.
now Drake is on this track with
Future,
Future.
yeah, yeah.
So please, if you want to do that, please go and do that first before. So maybe they go leave these people.
Anyways, guys, let's have your thoughts on that one. Drake, Future, and of course Tems on that record. Number one, is it one to you? I mean, what's the name of the song again? I've forgotten the name of the song, but yeah, Drake does, and their Future actually does have a number one record on Billboard Hot 100. That one, with Tems and of course with Drake. What do you think? Can Drake or can Tems rather, be considered a global star at the moment, or she's still very much on her way there? And what do you think about the whole? Oh, yeah, we need to give credit to WIZKID for actually, breaking, the ice, four Tems on the international scene. Any achievement, of course, a lot of WIZKID fans come to say, oh yeah, of course, WIZKID did that, he did that, and everything. Put your comment down below. Of course, let's have what you think in the comment section below. We'll see you on the next one. Please continue to stay safe, guys, and God bless.